So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sports Podcast Episode 2. Today we'll be going over the Week 14 picks of the NFL, discussing some Dallas Cowboys statistics. So, Stasha, we are going to start with the Packers versus Lions that play Thursday night football tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Indoor, outdoor.
Outdoor.
You know what? They're both from really cold place. I'm going to go for Detroit.
Detroit. Okay. I'm going to go with Packers for the upset. So Jets versus Dolphins. Who you got?
I got to support too. I just went to go see Moana too. So I support Polynesian culture. Going with Miami.
Okay. I'm going to go with Miami as well. Falcons versus Vikings.
Where? Minnesota.
All right. I'm going with the Falcons. Saints versus Giants.
Saints versus Giants. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go with the Giants.
Okay, I'm going with the Saints.
Eagles versus the Panthers. Eagles. I didn't know I had to think about that.
Eagles for sure. Steelers versus Browns.
Does it? What? Sierra's husband play for one of these teams?
Yes, Russell Wilson.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, I'm going to go for the upset with the Browns. Buccaneers versus the Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Okay, I'm going with Buccaneers. Jaguars versus Titans.
I'm on Jaguars just because I like their little logo. You know, I love the good leopard.
They're both bad. I'm going with the Titans. Seahawks versus Cardinals.
Cardinals. I've been hearing good things about them.
This one could go either way. I'm going with the Seahawks. Bills versus Rams.
Bills.
Bills by a mile. Bears versus 49ers.
I'm going with Bears. Is Kansas City off this week?
No, we haven't gotten to them yet. I think that the 49ers might be able to pull it off. Chargers versus Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. Kansas City's 11-1. They got to lose sometime soon.
Okay. Going to rock with the Chiefs, and you know why. Do I need to let everybody know why?
For that reason doesn't stand though, because I'm also from the same exact town, and for that same reason, I don't support Kansas City.
You're just a hater. 4-8 Bengals versus the 5-7 Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going with the Bengals.
Well, I want to agree, but sadly, I'm gonna choose the Cowboys. So we'll see how it goes.
You're delusional. You're like one of those people that stays in an abusive relationship just because they hope it gets better.
Well, chat, I'm in a very abusive relationship.
There.
So we're gonna go to the second tab. So playoff spots. Chiefs and Bills have already clinched.
Okay, I want to ask this question because it doesn't make sense. Why is it that the AFC has two teams that have already secured a playoff spot and NFC has none?
A lot of it has to do with what division they're in. So if the other three teams in their division are a lot further back, there's 5 more weeks of football left. You got week 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So that means that the other teams in the division have no chance of having a better record, which automatically puts them in the playoffs.
Okay, interesting.
So Chiefs and Bills are in. We have Steelers and Texans on the AFC side. Chargers, Ravens, and Broncos. These teams are currently predicted to be in the playoffs. It says in the hunt. It has their probability percentages on there. If you look on the right, the Lions have a 99 chance of making the playoffs, whether it's first place, second place in their division, whether they win or lose their current game, they are in the playoffs. Eagles, Seahawks, Falcons, Vikings, Packers, Commanders are in the hunt. On the bubble for the AFC, you have Colts, Dolphins, Bengals, Browns, Titans, and
Cowboys.
Yeah, on the bubble, Buccaneers, Cardinals, Rams.
Hold on, don't try to gloss over that.
What?
The Cowboys, even if they lose, they have less than 1%. If they win, they only have a 6%. That's crazy.
Look, every week that goes by, There's going to be hope. Some teams are going to lose, and those little percentages are going to go up.
The Panthers have a less than 1% chance of making it, no matter if they win, lose, or draw.
They have no hope. They have no hope. So you got
They're not
Cowboys.
eliminated. There's a whole separate category for eliminated. So like you just said, the Cowboys have hope. All these less than 1%ers have hope.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Cowboys are 12, Saints are 13, Bears at 14, Panthers at 15. There is still hope where there is no hope. Eliminated. AFC, Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders. And then we have the Giants. So I'm going to pull up, share the screen.
That's crazy. Wait, so the Patriots are not even a playoff contender. Is Bill Belichick still the coach? Why? I think you keep it.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see my screen. We've already gone over this prediction, but Cowboys versus the Bengals. This coming up Monday. I think you said you had the Bengals. I had the Cowboys. Bengals are 4-8. Cowboys are 5-7. The week following, they have the Carolina Panthers. Who do you got? Carolina or Dallas?
I mean, just based on what I just read, I unfortunately have to go with the Cowboys.
Sometimes you got to use common sense. Tampa Bay is currently 6-6. We shall see where they're at in 2 weeks. But you're going to stay with Tampa Bay?
17, they're going down with the Eagles.
So they're going to lose to the Eagles, and they've already beat the Commanders in a crazy game. But who do you got to end the season?
It'll happen again.
So you got the Commanders?
I do.
Okay. I'm pulling up college football. There's no records on here. Western Kentucky versus Jacksonville State. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Western Kentucky.
Okay. I will choose the opposite team, Jacksonville State. We got the number 20 UNLV versus Boise State.
Boise's in Idaho. Idaho is where Caitlin Clark is from. I'm going with Idaho. Or
Okay.
is it Iowa? She might be from Iowa.
She definitely is.
Thank
Okay. Boise State's number 10. The other school was number 20. Boise State is probably going to win. We got Tulane versus Army.
I got to support the South. Tulane.
Okay.
Even though Army's number 24.
Okay. I'm going to go with Army. And hopefully Tulane wins and they take Army's rank. So we got number 16 Iowa State versus number 15 Arizona State.
Arizona.
Ohio versus Miami.
Ohio. I'm going to go with Ohio.
Okay, number 5 ranked Georgia versus number 2 Texas. Let me remind you, Georgia upset Texas earlier in the year.
Don't mean nothing. Texas still sucks. Georgia.
Marshall versus Louisiana.
Louisiana. I don't even know what Marshall is.
Okay, we're going to go with number 3 Penn State versus number 1 Oregon.
I'm predicting an upset here, Penn State. Not because I lived by Penn State.
Okay. I want to root for Penn State. I don't know if they're going to win, but I'm going to root for Penn State. We're going to say Penn State.
I predict the Penn State.
Okay. All right. Believe it or not, SMU is number 8 in the country this year. So number 17 Clemson versus number 8 SMU. Who do you got?
Pony up.
Okay, SMU. I'm rooting for SMU. We got to at least root for 1 or 2 teams from Texas. So you won't see this next screen. I'm just going over injuries. So Dallas Cowboys injuries. We got a Monty cornerback. He's on the injured reserve. He's designated to return Wednesday. I don't think he'll play. Zach Martin is questionable. Marshawn Nealon, DN is questionable. Jake Ferguson's questionable. We need Jake out there. Trevon Diggs is questionable. We need him out there. So,
Dak back? I didn't hear you say that.
No, Dak's out for the year.
Oh, so it just goes without saying. Okay.
Yeah, he's out for the year. DeMarcus Lawrence, injury reserve. CeeDee Lamb is questionable. It says Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said Friday that Lamb's shoulder will benefit from extra rest time between games and should be ready for Week 14 against the Bengals. Okay.
I don't know. I smell retaliation.
Oh, Tyler Guyton is questionable. Thomas, the safety, is questionable. Josh Butler, cornerback, is questionable. Now I'm going to go check out the Bengals.
Do they have a team?
Who? Yeah, they got a little something. I mean, that's the reason why the record looks the way it is. So we got Evan McPherson on injury reserve. We got Logan Wilson, the linebacker questionable. Sheldon Rankings, D tackle questionable. Charlie Jones, wide receiver. Actually, never heard of him. He's questionable. DJ Turner, cornerback. Injured reserve. Both teams kind of look pretty hurt, pretty banged up. But that's all we have for this week. So we'll keep track of records and picks, see who won week 14 with me and Stasha, and we will be back next week to compare stats, ratios, score predictions, any injuries, and that's it. You got anything you want to add to that?
Goodbye.
All right, chat. We're out. Till next time. Cujowho.